let's talk White Sox Royals. 77 Fahrenheit clear, 9 miles per hour in is the weather. Thank you, Sebastian Talks MMA. Thank you for joining us. We're Cease versus Duffy. Cease versus Duffy. And Cease opening up at minus 140, is now minus 145. This total is at 9.5. And this is tricky. We're dealing with this in the Mets-Yankees game. And I tend to overthink these situations and handle them poorly. And that's just, we've seen the opposition before. We've seen them recently. And Danny Duffy looked pretty good when he saw the White Sox last. 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, and 5 2/3 against this White Sox team that smashes lefties, 303, 948 OPS. Duffy looks stronger this year, but who wants to face this lineup, the number 1 lineup in the league against lefties, a second time? Now the wind helps, 9 miles per hour in. Royals don't hit righties hard, 229, 692 OPS, and both bullpens are good. Second straight for Duffy against these White Sox. And then the same is for Cease. Second straight start for Cease against the Royals. No decision his last outing, allowed just 1 run on 1 hit. But he walked six batters. So he threw 93 pitches and was done after 4 1/3. Very interesting spot here. White Sox Royals, take it away, Bobano.
Yeah, there's no way I bet against Chicago against a lefty. What are they, undefeated still? I believe 12-0 this year against lefty starters. Chicago White Sox, undefeated against lefty starting pitching. Danny Duffy, yeah, he's been serviceable at times this year. And yeah, he was all right, decent. Last time he faced the White Sox, let's see him do it again. That's what I say about that. And I think you get the White Sox here getting their teeth kicked in by Minnesota last night, 8-1. Lost the last 2 games of that series against the Twins. Remember, the Twins actually had a closed-door players meeting prior to the second game of that series when they were really, really struggling. They won that game, finally snapped the losing streak, and then they had the momentum from that win, and they rolled it into last night with Barrios on the mound, and they just crushed the White Sox 8-1. I think it's a good bounce-back spot for the White Sox here. I don't usually like using that term, bounce-back spots, when hitting handicapping baseball, but I think this makes sense for the White Sox. Royals offense has gone to sleep the last 4 games, 2-2-1-0 in their last 4 games. They've scored 5 runs total in their last 4 games. That's not going to get the job done for this Kansas City team. This is a reasonable price here with Cease and a White Sox team that just crushes lefties like Danny Duffy. No problem laying minus 135.
Yeah, it's a reasonable price. You're absolutely right. A reasonable price. Vizar says Kelly and Duffy are the 2 pitchers you play if you're betting Royals. CT Bays joining us. Great to see you, CT Bays, on White Sox run line. And as you know, we've last 2 games here have been the taint plays of the day. Double taint Thursday. Matt Randall on the Jays, also on the White Sox. The vaunted road favorite just gives me a ton of trepidation.
One thing I might, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do White Sox money line. I'm going to split it up. I'm going to do half on that. I'm going to do half on the team total for the White Sox as well, because you're right. There's a part of me that says, what do we get from Cease potentially in this game? I probably would prefer a little bit as well on the White Sox team total, which is 4.5 minus 130 at Bet365. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go half on the money line, half on White Sox team total over 4.5 minus 130.
Yeah, Joe Yurkovich asking where Gogster found that team total, and I believe it's going to be right here at Bet365, over 4.5 and minus 130. Prince of the Sea says, there's the Jimmy I know, hesitant and trepidatious. What you'd say.
No, he wasn't with the first 5 under in the Yankee game, so he's not always trepidatious there, Prince of the City. He was ready to rock with that one.
I am.
Happ and Selman. You're brave, because I don't like either guy, but hey, we'll see how that goes.
Strategic Investments has a very good point, and I have this at the very bottom of my numbers here, and I didn't say it. Jorge Soler left the game with oblique irritation. Very unlikely to be in the lineup. Thank you for mentioning that, Strategic Investments. And David Martin is on the Royals. Steve Priest, White Sox 11-0 versus the left-handed pitcher.
Oh,
Who else
I
is
said
there?
12-0. I was off by 1 win. Yeah, 11-0. But still, an unbelievable record for them against lefties. Undefeated.
I wonder why Cease was so uncomfortable pitching to these guys. He's allowed 8 home runs in 36 innings and 27 Ks, 18 walks. He doesn't need to be that perfect. I don't know why he was trying so hard to be that perfect.
There are 3 teams in baseball against lefties. White Sox, Nationals, Padres. I'm going to need a damn good reason to bet against them when they're facing a lefty. That's all I'll say.
No, I hear you. I absolutely hear you. I'm hesitant. Okay, let's move on. I get it. I guess I don't want to be sitting here. I don't want to be sitting here at the end of the day with just a bunch of road favorites. And maybe that's simplifying things that's not needed. But I don't want to do that. So I like the Jays a lot. And as I told you, I mess up these spots where the pitcher has just seen the opposition. And Noli telling me to drop the purse, man. I'm not, man. I'm keeping my purse close to the chest, man. No one's getting my purse. All right.